Next, let's take a moment to talk about charts. Nothing can help you display data better than a chart. Excel 2007 comes with a fairly advanced charting module allowing you to create a variety of charts and graphs. Let's take some time to explore some of the fundamentals of working with charts in Excel. When creating a chart, you'll have to feed it a range of data. You'll want to make sure that your data is structured in a way that's conducive to charting, and this means that your data structure should adhere to a few general rules. First, you'll have to make sure that your data is laid out in rows and columns in a contiguous range, meaning you shouldn't have any blank rows or columns. And as you can see here, I have a contiguous block of data. Next, you want to make sure that your data has header rows. So these are the values here, and my values should have header rows. And also, you should have a header column. And this header column is going to make up the category for your chart. Now you'll notice that the column that holds my categories doesn't have a header label. That's because these aren't values, these are category names. And category names don't need a header label. Once you have a structure similar to this, you can start creating a chart. So our first chart that we'll create is a column chart. What you'll do is select your range, including your row and column headers, select Insert, and then you'll see the Charts group under the Insert tab, and you can select all kinds of chart types. In this case, we'll select Column, and within the column chart type, there are different types of column charts. Here we'll select a two-dimensional clustered column. And our chart has been created. Let me expand out this chart by pulling out the corners here, and we'll talk a little bit about the pieces of a chart, what a chart is made of. First, you have the entire chart. This is the chart area. The chart area contains everything inside of it, the series, the grids, the lines, everything. The data points are the individual data markers that represent data in your table. So for example, each one of these bars is a data point. Each one of these bars represents a single individual piece of data in your data range. Now if you had a pie chart, each slice of the pie would represent a data point. And if you had a line chart, each dot or line in your chart would represent a data point. Now a data series represents a group of related values in the chart. So for example, all the red bars here make up the data series for 2005. Although the individual bars are data points, the red bars together, all of them put together, make up that data series. Then you have the axes. These are the reference points for plotting the data. The horizontal axis, also called the x-axis, typically contains labels. And these are your category labels. The y-axis, or the vertical axis, contains values. Then you have the plot area. The plot area is the area that contains all the axes and the data points. So if I select this section right here, you can see where the plot area is. And finally, you have the legend. The legend is that key that identifies the patterns or colors or symbols associated with each of the data series in your chart.